Ready to lead?
Yep. Ready to roll.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get started with our running backs coach and run game coordinator, Norval McKenzie. Hope we're ready for questions.
Coach, I was just kind of curious how like a better word, production's been since you guys put pads on and got a few days to hit, and yesterday got a little bit of live tackling in.
Yeah, it's been good. For a running back and also for an offensive lineman, we work together, right? So I joke around in terms of just talking about, like, can I really tell what productivity a running back is having when you can't get tackled? So I think, having live segments proved to be beneficial for us collectively, because we know if we can make the play or we cannot make the play. Can we make somebody miss? Can we be able to make contact and gain 2 to 3 yards after contact? So those are things that were measured in those live settings, and I feel like we did a really good job.
Of
course, when you're coming in, you're doing a new evaluation yourself, with Dontae being the one guy that's, the old head in the room. How have some of the younger guys looked, like Felix and of course the freshman, and then you moved Haynes over, that type of thing?
Yes, sir. I think collectively, man, the young guys are doing well. We always talk about practice and starts in the meeting room, and those guys are learning the material. And then we talk about that material transferring over to team, and it's been good. So they're learning a lot in the classroom, and then they're applying it on the field. And I would say those young guys are coming along. Jamie, like you mentioned, he's having a good camp. Jamal Haynes done a great job switching over from a wide receiver to running back. He's done a great job. So I'm very excited about those guys' growth, and extremely excited about where they're going. I feel like the trajectory is going forward, or going upward, excuse me.
How has Dontae been? Does he seem poised to have a big year and sort of lead this group? Yeah,
Dontae's been great. The one thing about Dontae, I think he's a solid contributor. He's not a kid that's going to have mental mistakes. He's going to practice hard. He's been battle tested in the past, so you feel confident that he can go out there and, due to his experience, have some success. So I think right now he's in a good spot. Of course, we lean on him to be a leader in terms of where he is in the room, in terms of the age gap, also in terms of the experience gap. So extremely excited about where he is, and hoping for a big fall from him as well.
Jackson?
You were just talking about your depth just a little bit ago. How many of these guys would you trust in a game right now if y'all had to go play tomorrow?
Well, if we had to play tomorrow, how many guys would I trust in the game? Right now, I'm going to say all of them. And that's just in terms of the preparation, right? We always talk about preparation leads to performance. We talk about, owning your reps. I challenge these guys, if we have 120 snaps out there, that each individual took 120 snaps, meaning that you didn't get all 20 physically, but you got all 20 mentally. So for us, we talk about the game being played from the neck up. It's a mental game. You got to prepare like you're the starter, and that's part of my job and part of their responsibility to prepare. And I have confidence that if I put them in, they go own their rep and they go do the job.
Kelly?
With Jamal, obviously, he played a position in high school, but just kind of what's the learning curve been like for him, and kind of how do you see him fitting into the offense?
Yeah, I think the learning curve is moving pretty fast with Jamal. He has the wide receiver perspective, and like you said, his senior year at Grayson, he played some running back. So he has a pretty solid foundation. I think that at times, it moves a little bit slower for guys making that transition, maybe in pass protection. But to be honest with you, it hasn't for him. He's made the change, and we're actually excited that he made the change and made the move to the running back room. Up to this point, man, he's done everything we asked of him. Competitor, he's tough. He's a willing learner. He asks questions. So, when a guy have that attitude and mentality, I want to get better every single day, then he's going to be able to do that.
Do you have different skill sets in that room where if you're 3rd and 8 or you're 3rd and 1, you figure, well, this is the guy I need to have on the field?
Yeah, I think collectively as an offense, a coaching staff, that we talk about those things. We talk about situational football. We talk about, who may run the best option route or who can we trust in protection. So I do think that each guy bring a different skill set. As a running back coach, you would hope that you can just play a guy and he can do everything. But we also got to be smart too and lean on their strengths per se. So we talk about that, and each guy will have a role in terms of what we need at that particular time.
Chad?
Excited to be back in Atlanta, coaching in your hometown?
I am extremely excited. Excited to be in Georgia. I know Coach Faulkner said all the time, a lot of us say it, like, we're Georgia kids. Excited about the talent in the state. Excited about the high school coaches here, feel like top coaches in the country in this state. Love recruiting this state and love representing this state. Like you said, I'm back home now, so I grew up pulling for Georgia Tech as a kid, and it's come full circle, and now I'm here.
Anything else? Kelly? Kelly, and then Rod wrap us up.
What's something maybe interesting with the way Coach Faulkner wants to use the backs in the offense that's maybe a change for you, or something particular that catches your eye schematically that you guys are doing without, giving away anything? But
Right. Well, the one thing I would say is Coach Faulkner does love the running backs, and we were together at Arkansas State, right? So I'm kind of familiar with his offense. I'm familiar with how he want to utilize the running backs. So I feel like there's some cohesiveness there. There's some understanding there. So it's been great. It's been great. We kind of just picked off where we left off. I guess that's 4 or 5 years ago now, and it's been awesome.
You have the scrimmage coming up Saturday. Do you have an idea, or do you script out how many reps you want to get from each of your backs?
Yes, sir. So we actually meeting on that tomorrow as an offensive staff and going to talk about what reps we're going to get each individual. Plan on getting those guys reps. Want to see them again, like we talked about earlier in live settings. I think you can tell a lot about a running back in live settings, so I'm extremely excited about Saturday to watch these guys get it done.
Anything else? All right. Coach,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, fellas. Yep, appreciate you. Good to see you again, man.
Did you go to Tech game?
All right, Jamal Haynes, we'll open it up for questions. Kelly?
Well, I guess kind of talk us through how you ended up playing running back this fall.
I'll first start off saying I was actually at wide receiver, and I've been making pretty good plays in the spring. And we came to our spring end of evaluations and sat down with my coaches, and they felt like it was the right move to help us in the offense and help us win. So I was right along with it.
I know you've played some running back in high school. What has been the biggest adjustment for you at this level to play running back and what Coach Faulkner is looking for?
Well, obviously the speed of the game in college gets faster, and then certain pass protections and running schemes, you have to know that from the college standpoint. For high school, is a little bit slower. You can do a little bit what you want to do. College, you have to be more faster, more technique has to be, and details is a big part of it. So details at running back is really what separates yourself for what Coach Faulkner wants.
Next, Jackson.
What's been the toughest? Has there been anything that's been really tough transitioning to running back, or has it just been all pretty smooth for you so far?
Honestly, I have a great group of peers in that running back room that accepted me with open arms. So any questions, anything that I mess up with or anything that I need, they've been very well helping me. So I feel like it was an easy transition.
Chad?
To make that change, you have to feel confident in your
Absolutely.
abilities to make an impact this year. Is that the case?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do you think you're going to make that impact? What kind of strengths do you bring to that room, do you think?
Honestly, wherever the coach puts me is where I'm fully ready to go. I'm ready to help the team win in any way, shape, form, fashion.
Obviously, your guys been known to be electric with the ball in your hands, and now you're getting an opportunity to do it in some different ways. Is that kind of the one thing that's maybe the most exciting about playing some running back, is that there's so many different ways to get you the ball? Because I know when we talked to Buster, he said watching you guys, on jet sweeps and things like that, I think that was part of what their thought process was. Just, I guess, how exciting is that idea to have the ball in your hands and be able to make moves?
It's very exciting. I'm very a crowd type person, so I like when the crowd gets into the games. I know that they feed off energy, that running backs or even big time athletes, when they make moves in games, I know they feed off that, and I feed off it personally. So I feel like it's a great opportunity for myself and a great opportunity for our team.
Sorry. Yeah, Chad. I skipped Chad once. We'll go ahead
A bit off topic, Roddy White came and spoke to you guys, right?
Yes,
what
sir.
was sort of his message? What did he talk to you guys about?
So his message to the team, I'm gonna actually pick one of the things he said. He said it's not about you. It's been different situations where it's been about the team and to put the team first, and that's when your self-accolades will actually start rising and start coming into life. So that's one of the big topics I took away from it.
when there's been a lot of talk about your move to the back, and when I talk to some of the fans, the first thing they ask, well, will he be able to run between the tackles? What do you tell those people?
Tell those people I might be small, but I ain't afraid. I might be small, but I'm not afraid. Running between the tackles is nothing. I've been doing it all my life. I feel like it's really the same, not the same as a wide receiver, but you have to be a little bit more build. You have to put on some weight. You have to put on some muscles. You have to be able to take hits, and I'm prepared for it. I'm ready.
Look at the holes.
Absolutely. Great vision. Great vision.
Anything else for Jamal? Kelly?
I was curious if you did anything physically to change like your body to take the beating of playing running back. Does it put weight on or do anything differently in terms of your training?
It was definitely started off with putting weight on. Big shout out to our strength staff. Big shout out to Coach AJ, Coach Tyler. They've really been guiding me and putting on weight and putting on some more muscles so I can be able to take those and withstand those hits inside the game.
How much you gain?
I'm at 185.
Anything else? Jamal, appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you so much. You have a great one.
Yeah, a lot. Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Questions for Dante Smith. Kelly?
Well, welcome back. You were on the Doak Walker Award watch list again today, and you didn't have the season you would like to have last year, but is it nice to still get maybe some recognition for kind of what people think you're capable of?
Yeah. When I seen it, it actually surprised me. I think everybody figured out before I did, so I was practicing, and somebody came up and was like, "Congratulations." Well, it was actually Mike. He was like, "Congratulations, did you hear the news?" And I'm like, "What news?" And then like, "You've been, put on the watch list." So, I'm honored to be on that list. But you can't get that award without winning. So that's my main focus, is just winning, and then everything that comes with it, it'll come. But main focus is just winning. But I'm honored to be on the watch list. I'm gonna work to go get it as I always do, and just be me on the field.
Roddy?
With your college career coming to an end, is there anything you're looking forward to this season?
Yeah, actually a lot. It's my final season. Coach Key's the head coach. Full season with him, and just all this work that we put in this off season with strength, spring, all of it, and just it's time to put it all together. And it's my last season, so of course I want to win the season, and I know that everything that we've done up until when it's time to play, we put in the work. So it's time to go show the world, and I think this is going to be the season where we actually play how we've prepared, and show the world that we're ready and that we can do it.
Check.
I guess personally, do you feel any added pressure to go out there and sort of be the guy this year in terms of carries and yards and touchdowns?
Not really. No pressure. I've always been ready for it. So whether I was the number one guy, number two guy, number three guy, I always kind of practiced and had a mindset that I was going to be the number one. So, if I'm the number one guy, it would be no surprise. And, I've always been ready for it. I think I got asked this kind of like something like this in another interview, and just you got to be ready for anything. So whether I'm the 1, 2, or 3, I'm always going to play like I'm the number one guy and practice like it too. And, lead the younger guys to do the same, like they'll be the number one, and kind of instill that in them.
Jackson?
Has there been anything you've been specifically looking to upgrade in your game this offseason? Anything you've been working on harder than anything else?
I always work, just typical running back stuff. But what I have put a big emphasis on is catching the ball. Coach Buster likes to throw it. So, playing in his offense, you're going to have to catch it a lot. And, that's something that I work every day. I work with him, with the quarterbacks, Coach McKenzie. We put a big emphasis on catching the ball. And then just, running back attributes. We work them every day. I think Coach Norv does an extremely good job in making sure, those attributes as a running back, that we have them, and, we use them in in practice, or not just when we're doing indie, you know, it has to translate to the real thing. So, you know, I think he does a good job at that, and you just got to put it on the field, and that's what it is.
I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about what you've seen from Jamal and in his transition to playing running back.
I think naturally, Jamal, I think he may have played running back in high school. I mean, the things that he did at receiver, he just brings it to the running back room. He brings it to the running back position. I mean, it looks like he's played running back before, and he's very attentive, you know. He's asking questions. If he doesn't understand something, he's asking questions. He's trying to catch up to, he knows the receiver side of the playbook. Now he's taking in the running back side. He's done extremely well in that. And then when I talk about running back attributes, you know, he had that at receiver. So what he was doing at receiver, coming in the backfield and do it. And it's good to see him, you know, getting in there more and making plays, understanding the offense, and truly becoming a running back.
Is there anything with this year's offense that the fans may not know about, that they should be excited about, that they may not have seen last year?
Yeah, you know, number one thing is we're going to score a lot of points, and that's as basic as I can put it, as simple as I can put it. We're going to score a lot of points, and I don't think we've done that in the past a lot. I think this offense that we're running and Coach Faulkner, I think we're going to score a lot of points with. As a collective, we've been doing a good job. We got receivers that can play. We got freshmen who are developing extremely fast. So, you know, the depth is there, the plays are there. We just got to go execute, which we've been working on spring and summer, and we've been doing very well at it. So we just got to translate that to the season as well.
Chad?
I know you guys talked a lot about Demaryius Thomas this week. You had a team meeting, I think, about it. What were those discussions like? What were some of the lessons you learned about him?
This was one of the takeaways I got from it when Morgan came and spoke to us about it, that he was a very selfless player. Like, he didn't do stuff for him. He didn't want to be in front of the cameras. He wanted to be behind, but everything he did was for his teammates, and that's something that I took in, because at times, you know, it's my last season. I could be selfish. I could just work on stuff that I need to, but also, like, I got to lead. I got to bring these younger guys along. And then that's something that really stuck with me, was that he was very selfless, and no matter what level he was at, they said college, pro, he was always selfless. So that was my biggest takeaway is, you know, if I don't make it about me, and I make it about the team, that's how you win, when everybody is playing for each other versus, oh, maybe this is my last season, I got to go get this. No, you play as a team. That's how you win games.
Anything else? Kelly?
I guess not pressure, but just maybe the intensity of wanting to win. Coach Key burns with that. You can tell the way he talks, but having gone through these last 4 years and not had any success really since your true freshman year when you were in a backup role, just kind of what is that like for you, just to have that desire to win, and I guess how does that motivate you daily?
I mean, you use it as motivation, but as a competitor, like, you always want to win, and I'm a competitor. Coach Key's a competitor, so it's a team full of competitors that want to win. So when you have that and you bring it all together, then it'll happen. I wouldn't say it's pressure, because you don't want to go into the season like, oh, we may get this or we may get this game. No, it's you want to win every game, and everything that we do is to win, from treatment to the meals to workouts to all of it. Everything is to win. Nothing else. If it's not about winning, it's not about winning championships or graduating from Georgia Tech. Why are we even doing it? Why are we discussing it if it's not about winning or graduating?
Anything else? I'll say it. Thanks, Dante.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. That's not mine.